So, first and foremost, I think I'd like to say that our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims and those injured
Yeah,
in what happened last week.
definitely.
And I feel like I don't really know how to honor them. That's what I've been thinking about mostly, how we could
hmm
honor them so they're
hmm
not forgotten.
Yeah. Well, I kind of think like the community like did a really good thing.
Yeah.
It just like I don't know. They gave us some time off, but I felt like they should give us some more time off, like up to spring break. But I just like how all the businesses came together, kind of like supported the students. So
Yeah, I love seeing that.
yeah,
I liked all the signs too. When I came back, I went home for the week. When I came back, I knew there was going to be signs, but I didn't think there'd be this many.
yeah,
When I saw them, I almost broke down because
yeah,
it was like lining a Grand River. There's just so many of them.
yeah. I remember I was coming back, and like you said, like just seeing the signs, like I almost like broke down in tears, just because you never really think of like your school being impacted in that kind of way. So
Yeah.
it was just kind of different, and like you never, like you just never want that to happen, especially at like any school. So it was just a surreal experience. I feel.
I feel like I like how they painted the rock and they're doing vigils there, but I feel like they have to keep that rock and not change it at all.
Yeah, that's the
Like they're gonna
thing.
have to get a whole new rock.
Yeah, like I just feel like the community is doing so much right now, but I feel like they should keep it going for the rest of the semester because you know
Yeah.
how like events happen, it comes and goes. So I feel
hmm
like it should just like if the community really is behind us, they should just continue to support us throughout the semester. So
Yeah, because this isn't normal by
yeah,
any
it's definitely
means.
isn't normal. So
This will last forever. I'll be
yeah,
thinking about it every year on Valentine's Day.
yeah. So like, where were you that night?
I just got back from lifting. I came home. I was gonna make my spaghetti like I always do. Turn on like Nelk or something. Watch it with my roommate. We're watching it, and then my roommate calls, and he's like, "There's a bunch of cop cars out of the union. Something's going on." This is like 8 o'clock, and like me and my roommate aren't thinking of anything of it. And then we get texts. My mom is texting me that there's a shooter. Like she's getting notifications that there's a shooter.
Really?
So I'm like, "Oh shit, this is insane," because it said that he's in the union. So I'm like, they gotta catch him. But then it just kept going on. Like I don't know. I was just glad I was in my house, but at some point, I didn't even feel safe in my house.
Really?
What about you?
So I was actually sick that day, and I went down there,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a quick lift in. Then I had to do a project in the engineering building.
Mm-hmm.
So I met up with a couple guys from my class doing that project, and maybe like an hour and a half into it, we get like one notification, like from like MSU email that
Yeah.
says, "Oh, like shooting on campus." But like we've seen emails like that before. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a shooting like on campus or like East Lansing.
Yeah,
But we
like we had
never,
one on my street
yeah.
that last semester.
So like we didn't really think of it, anything like of it. So we just kept doing our project. Then like boom, another email comes in, and it's like multiple victims, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
at this point, I'm kind of like freaking out, like what's going on? And I just see people like rushing out of their like classrooms in the engineering building. Like
Like they
what's
were
going
going
on?
home.
Like they were just kind of like hitting the hallway, and
Mm.
I'm just kind of like, what's going on? So I'm talking to my group mates. And I'm just like what's going on? Like is this like serious or not? Like did they get this guy or like is it just something like casual that you see every day? And
Yeah.
then we get like a third email, like like hide, run, like fight. I'm just thinking like yeah, this is real. So I remember just going to like I think like the third floor of the building, and then we literally had to barricade the door in the room, and I was sitting in there for 4 hours just in the dark
Yeah.
with like 10 other people in the room,
Yeah.
and that was kind of scary because like you've never like been in that situation.
Yeah. Like we've only heard about it and like prep for it in high school,
Yeah,
but in the actual moment, it's like I couldn't
it
imagine.
was wild. Yeah, so just like
Yeah.
being on campus and we're all in there, like you never know like what's gonna happen. I
Mm-hmm.
had thoughts of like I might as well just get out and like run to my car. Like
Yeah.
my car was like in the next parking lot, so I'm like, dude, I might as well do it. But then you gotta kind of gotta think like if I do that and he's like in the building,
Yeah.
I'm risking the lives of 10 other people.
Exactly.
So you really just gotta stay in the moment, kind of stay calm. I try to stay as calm as possible, but like you got so many people texting you too. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
are you okay? Like what's going on? This and that, and it kind of like gets to you like you never know like if you don't like really make it out. So I mean, it was kind of hard, like, just texting your parents in that situation too. So yeah, it was definitely scary. But yeah, it was just something else.
Yeah, I knew this was crazy. But then when I started getting texts from people that would never text me, like
Yeah.
people from that I know like from all over the country
Hmm.
text me, I'm like, holy crap, this is for real.
Yeah.
Like you went on Twitter that night, it's the number one
It's
thing
the
on
number one
trending.
thing. Yeah.
I'm like, this is actually happening. Like, what are
Yeah.
the odds of this?
National news and everything like that.
Yeah,
It's insane.
yeah. Were
See,
you
like,
listening to the Dispatch?
yeah, yeah. A couple kids in there had the dispatch going. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just thinking, like, I was thinking the whole time there's got to be like multiple suspects,
Yeah, yeah.
because they're saying you listen to the dispatch and like, oh, this hall, this hall, this hall, and I'm just like, what's going on? Then they started talking about like explosives, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It was definitely a scary situation. I thought there was so many people on campus, like they definitely planned this. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, like the worst thing I could have done was listen to that Dispatch, to be honest, because
Yeah.
in reality, it was one guy who went to two places,
Hmm.
then was able to walk down that street for however long, but listen to that Dispatch for all 4 hours. It made it sound like it was like four shooters,
Yeah.
like premeditated, all over
Yeah.
campus plan. And like you
Yeah.
said, when they said explosive, I'm like, holy, this is more than just like a shooting.
Yeah. I thought. Yeah, I definitely thought it was planned. But you can't really listen to all the news that you hear. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things that were kind of like fabricated in the
Mm-hmm.
moment. Like I know they were showing like this one guy as like a suspect, but it was
Yeah.
never him. Like you saw that, and
Yeah.
he's at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's not me. This is one. So like I feel like there's a lot of like fake news just going around that night too. So it kind of like definitely scares you more. But
Yeah. Like that whole Dispatch was just, they're feeding in the calls they're getting.
yeah, and like another point, I feel like some people didn't really take it as serious in the moment. Like when I was in that room with 10 other people, like some of the kids in there were kind of
Mm-hmm.
just like joking off, like, oh, like, we might as well just do our homework while we're stuck on here. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or like some kid was like, do you think I can just like call 911 so they can get us? I'm kind of bored. Like, what are you talking
Bro.
about? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I feel like some people just didn't get it through their mind. Like, this is really going down. Like, people really died. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh,
I thought it was crazy how word got out to James Harden.
yeah,
Like I thought that was awesome.
yeah, that's
That,
definitely awesome. I love when athletes like really try to help out in like situations like
mm-hmm.
this. Like, you definitely don't want them to always do this kind of stuff. You don't want situations to happen like this, but when they do like recognize the people like their favorite players, like it's definitely heartwarming. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they can use their platform to raise awareness and all
So
that.
W Harden. I mean, I'm not the biggest Harden fan.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm a bit more of a Harden fan now.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does this affect your mindset, like going forward? Like just like being in classrooms or going to like the movies or something?
Um, I think it was kind of like I remember going back home the next day after it happened.
Yeah.
I was kind of just drained. Like I remember just getting home. My parents were just like trying to talk to me. But I'm just like, honestly, I'm tired.
I
You guys
feel
want to go
that.
to bed? And like once you wake up from it, it's like this really happened. So
Mm-hmm.
I just try to take that week off, like kind of just like sit back and reflect. Kind of like you kind of have to like cherish the little things, like your
Mm-hmm.
family, your friends.
Puts it in perspective.
Yeah, it definitely puts things in perspective. Like we're like it's a blessing to be here. Like
Mm-hmm.
you really just got to take advantage of every moment you're here, and like with the good or bad, like we're still breathing, like we're still here,
Yeah.
and it's definitely a blessing. So, I mean, it definitely, yeah, like you said, it definitely puts things in perspective, and it makes you just people like love one another more. I think that's what the world
Mm.
needs, like definitely now. Like with all these things happening, I feel like people are kind of being separate, but now I feel like the Spartan community definitely got a little bit more closer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the biggest thing I saw. I thought it was awesome. Like the campus coming together. Like I've never seen that before.
yeah,
And that's like the only good thing and best thing to come out of this.
yeah. Like we've been walking, around campus for like 3 years, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of just like everyone's got their little group. But
Mm-hmm.
this past week, everyone's together, like for one cause. So it's
Yeah.
definitely beautiful to see. And like the statue with all the flowers, like
That's awesome.
it's awesome.
Hmm.
But it's definitely sad too. Like every time I roll past it, like I might like just shed a tear
Hmm.
because like it just like reminds you like what really just happened. So it's
I thought it was cool how University of Michigan was supporting us
yeah,
when we had that basketball game that week,
yeah,
and they were wearing the shirts.
yeah.
That was cool.
A bunch of different schools did that too.
Yeah, like Indiana did that too. I saw
Yeah,
that.
EC Duke, they did like
Oh, they did that too.
they did like our like fight song
Oh,
like during the bell. Yeah,
that's fire.
yeah, that was fire. So, I mean, yeah, I definitely love all the support that was going on.
Yeah, I remember that night. I knew the one thing I didn't know was I had to go home. I had to go see my family.
Hmm.
It was kind of like surreal going to sleep to the helicopter sounds above East Lansing,
Yeah,
and then waking up to the same sounds.
yeah,
But as soon as I woke up, I knew I'm packing my bags. I'm going home for the
yeah,
week. Or I didn't even know how long I was going to be home. I just knew I had to go home.
yeah,
I packed for 3 days. I ended up staying the whole week
yeah.
just because it felt right.
Hmm.
When I got there, of course, everyone was just asking me like what I was doing, how I felt, yada yada yada, and like I wasn't at a loss for words, but like I just felt so weird. Like I was still in disbelief, and I'm somewhat still in disbelief today that actually happened.
Yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know, but hopefully like things get better with time. You know how they say like time heals.
Hmm.
So I hope that helps us all.
Yeah, I just hope the right changes are made. Like
Yeah,
my idea is Michigan State should make every building ID access.
yeah.
Maybe the ones he went to already were. I know the Union isn't most of the time.
But I feel like a lot of buildings aren't here. Like it's just like the dorms. You know how you walk in, it's like the dorm.
Yeah, I feel like it's only the dorms that are ID access.
But that might be a problem too because say like you run an event and you have like people from like the community trying to come in. I feel like
I mean, maybe you can just unlock it for the hours of the event.
Yeah.
Instead of just all day.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. Like definitely changes are supposed to be made, but I don't like to get too much into politics because like I don't know, like it's just not my avenue. So
I was thinking about that freshman year. I was like, really anybody can just walk in here and get learning. Like even all those prank videos people be doing, they just walk into lecture halls and do their prank.
Yeah.
Like they don't even need any credentials or anything.
It kind of exposes like the campuses, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like board members should definitely look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I didn't really like how they tried to rush us back like this past Monday.
Yeah.
But I like how some professors were kind of like making sure we took our time with some like classes. Like I didn't go to class all week.
Yeah, like I love my professors for that. They made it all hybrid.
Yeah.
So some kids can go in, some do it on Zoom. And they made sure to push, for me personally, they made sure to push the assignments back to after spring break.
Yeah.
Because like there's no precedent for this. They don't know how to prepare for this or go about this, but they're doing the right thing so far.
But like going back to what you said, like about mindset and me, like public spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think my mindset has changed just because I'm always kind of like trying to look around and like you don't want to have like that kind of fear in your head or like in your heart when you're just going out in public spaces. Like you shouldn't really like expect like, oh, this is gonna happen. So like I try to just keep my mindset like I'm going somewhere and like I'm just there to do what I have to do. Like I'm not really worried about like any threats or anything. Like you said, like the movies, like you know, like a lot of things happen in movies, but you gotta really just enjoy your time and not really think of like the bad stuff that could happen.
Yeah, we can't be scared.
Yeah, like it's definitely an evil world that we live in, but I think the good outweighs the evil. So
we know it's a thing now, and it will probably happen again. But the worst thing we can do is be scared and lose our lives.
Yeah,
and just be afraid to go out anymore.
Yeah. And I don't know why it happens only in America. Like,
I don't know. It's the politics. It's the gun laws here.
Yeah, like I just don't know why they don't really look like I said, like I'm not in the politics, but I just think you should look at other countries and see what they're doing. Like they're definitely a little bit more like strict on how you can get a gun. So I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, they made it a stricter process that would help at least a little bit.
Yeah, because anybody can go and get a gun. It's insane.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, how have you been dealing with it personally? Like, what are you doing to cope?
Um, to cope, I mean, like that week definitely helped, and
Mm-hmm.
like talking with your family and stuff. But I don't like to like push too much like faith on people. But I like to just pray about things, or just like
Yeah.
talk to God about stuff like that, because I feel like you can kind of just get stuck in a hole, like a
Mm-hmm.
spiraling hole with your feelings, and like you can really feel down for a while. So that's just kind of how like I was raised. Like just try to like pray about things, and like it definitely makes you feel better. Like I don't really like try to push it on people, but that's kind of how I coped. And I mean, I'm starting to feel better now. Like definitely
Mm-hmm.
like this past week, just taking it off and just trying to like figure it out. Like I'm definitely feeling better. So I mean, yeah, that's how I was coping. Like how were you coping?
Um, like you said, going back home helped. Seeing my family and what matters to me
Mm-hmm.
meant a lot. Coming back though and just getting back into my routine,
Mm-hmm.
making things feel normal again
Mm-hmm.
has helped a lot.
Yeah,
But also, I don't want to forget, like I said.
yeah. You definitely
So
don't want to.
I'm glad all this stuff is still going on around campus, so I
Yeah,
can't forget because I don't
yeah,
want to,
yeah,
especially like those people we lost.
yeah. And I just think the thing that really gets me is just like the people that passed away.
Hmm.
Like those are kids just like me and you, you know,
Yeah,
like with dreams and goals.
yeah.
And it got cut short by one person.
It's
That
not fair.
it's not fair. Like it really is not fair. Even
Hmm.
the people that got injured, you know, like this life altering injuries. So it kind of just like puts like you said, like we've said before, it just puts things in perspective. Like those kids like really had things going on, like in their own lives, and it got cut short. So
We just gotta cherish every little
yeah,
bit of
yeah,
every
just cherish
moment
every little
because you
bit.
never know when your card's gonna be pulled.
Yeah. So I mean that definitely makes me sad. That's like the saddest part about it. Like they just really had
Hmm.
everything going. Like they were just going to school on a regular Monday,
Yeah.
and that just happens. It's
Hmm.
I don't know. It's sick. It's sick. But I mean, I'm. I don't know. I just feel like it'll be good to like get out this next week, coupled with spring break.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that. That will
Yeah,
help a lot.
yeah,
Take the mind off it.
yeah. It'll be
Yeah.
fun.
So have you been to Mexico before?
Well, first we gotta tell them where we're going.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
Puerto Vallarta, Puerto
Puerto
Verto.
Vallarta, Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
Fun time, that's what we call it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I never been.
Paradise.
Yeah, paradise. That's what we call it, paradise. But no, I've never been to Mexico. I've been out of the country. Like I've been to Europe. I've been to Kenya before. So I've
Hmm.
definitely had like some experience like getting out of the country, like how that things operate. Like they definitely don't operate like the U.S. Mexico might just because like it's just right by each other, but
Hmm.
and we have like U.S. like influence on them. But no, it should definitely be fun. Get out of the cold. I hate the cold.
It's like when you went to Europe and Kenya, was there a lot of English speakers there? Like was everyone trying to speak a little bit of English or not at all?
Yeah, I feel like Europe, yeah,
Hmm.
they speak a lot of English, but they definitely have like their own languages as well.
Yeah.
Kenya, not like the first language though. Like
Yeah.
people do speak English well, but like that's not like the first thing they're gonna be saying, you know.
Hmm.
But I feel like it depends. Like maybe in the airport because you have people coming in. But
Yeah.
like once you get like out of the airport, then yeah. So I mean, I remember I went to Kenya and like they do definitely like try to take advantage of like Americans when you get there, just because like they think like oh the American lifestyle, you have a lot of money and stuff, so like you don't really want to talk too much English, like
Yeah.
me, just because that's like first language and stuff. So my mom would always tell me just like let her do all the talking, so they don't figure out that I'm from America, like
Hmm.
the rest of us are from America. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, but Mexico should be fun. Like,
Yeah, I've never been out the country, but I'm hoping for like an absolute culture shock.
really,
Like I want it to be like hard to navigate. I just think that'll be fun.
I,
Trying to
I
figure it out like a puzzle.
I feel like it might be a culture shock if we like really got out there. But like
Yeah,
we're gonna be in a resort, so
the resort will
everything's
be
gonna be
more
really
tame for
yeah
sure.
tame, nice. like they don't want to expose like the streets to us. So
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends. Maybe like when we like shuttle to like different places, we might see a little bit of
Yeah,
like
I don't even know how
Mexico.
that's gonna work because we got to go. The package we ordered, we got like
Got a couple like
three like
clubs.
clubs, like
Yeah,
two DJ concerts, and like
yeah,
I'm sure that won't some of those won't be on the resort. Like I
yeah,
feel like we'll have to be shuttling somewhere, so we'll see.
yeah. I don't know. But everyone wants to go to
Yeah,
Fort Lottie though, so
yeah. I
that
mean, I
sucks for
did that
them.
last year. It's just like it's like if East Lansing was on a beach.
Really?
Yeah, because you got like the Rock Bar and all those bars all on one street, kind of like Albert,
Yeah,
and it's just like I don't know. It's a lot of money.
yeah.
I mean, it may be like more or the same as an inclusive resort, but
Mm-hmm.
I just remember having to spend at least 100 a day to get by, like
Jeez,
especially going out every night because that's
draining your
all you can
pockets.
do. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is really my first spring break. Like, I really took
Hmm.
off. Like freshman year was COVID. I didn't get to go. Last year I didn't go,
Yeah.
so I knew we had to go big this time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely want to get out of the country because Fort Lauderdale, I feel like everyone's going there,
Yeah.
especially from here, and you don't want to be seeing people from here. It's gonna be like Dublin 2.0.
Yeah. I don't like seeing
Yeah, I don't
people
want to
around.
like be like, oh, you walk in, it's fucking Dublin again. Like,
Yeah.
oh, the same people. So
Yeah.
it'll be fun like seeing people from different like universities in Mexico. So it should be
Yeah.
fun.
Like
For a week. Oh,
yeah,
that's how you're feeling.
something like that.
Something like
Just be
that.
like
That,
again.
oh,
Yeah.
you guys hear this? This guy's a player,
Nah. Nah.
bro.
I'm trying, I guess.
He was right.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. You heard it. Oh my gosh, you guys heard it here first. My co-host Daniel is.
I wonder what that podcast will be like when we do it in Mexico.
Yeah, so
Like if we'll have the beach right in front of us,
yeah,
or maybe behind
maybe
us.
behind us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if we have like a little canopy or something.
yeah,
I would hope people just walk up. I think that'd be funny.
yeah. It'd be funny.
People could
I
just
don't
walk
know.
up, we'd talk to them and be like, all right, next.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know.
maybe we should do like a little Q&A. Maybe like a little
Yeah.
fun spring break while we're
Where are
down
you
there.
from? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
What's
we can just
special
ask.
about
Yeah,
blah, blah,
we can
blah.
ask the viewers.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are hearing this, I'll talk to the camera. If you guys are hearing this, just drop some questions for us.
Yeah. Also, if you're going to Puerto Verto,
Puerto
let us know.
That's what we call it, Puerto Verto.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll
We'll
gotta
shoot
get
y'all.
that what's it called, Duolingo.
Oh, yeah, Duolingo.
Yeah, I'm not too
The
not too fluent in
Espanol.
Spanish, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, all you gotta know is hola, se llama
So yeah,
Daniel,
Daniel, yeah.
and
I'm
tu es
speaking
muy
I'm speaking
bonita.
straight English. How you doing?
Well, if I see a local or someone that doesn't speak English in the resort,
I might mess around with them a little
I'm gonna
bit.
try my best because I think they'll think it's funny.
You know what? I might use like Google Translate, just talk
Oh
it out,
yeah,
and then just have it. And they just might laugh.
I'll be like, "Can you speak into this real quick?"
Yeah.
All right, I got
All right,
you.
yeah, but it should be fun. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
we gotta make every day count.
Yeah, 5 nights. 5 nights? What we're doing? 5 nights. Flying out,
Something.
yeah, 5 nights. Flying out of Chicago. So
Next year, our
next
senior year, I want to go
Cabo.
somewhere again. Yeah, I'd love to go to Mexico again, even though I
Yeah.
haven't been yet.
Yeah,
But I don't like being
we're
in the
locals
country.
at this. Yeah,
Yeah. I want to go to Vegas too, but like I want to do that for like the senior
yeah, the
trip
fall.
in
We
fall.
should do that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
You've been there, no?
I wish.
Yeah, I bet it's crazy as hell. I bet it's
That's
like
crazy.
Miami type beat.
I bet they just try to get your money.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they do the same thing in Miami with the promo people.
yeah,
Like
you
if you're
can't be
on,
trusting them though.
yeah, if you're on the strip, like I went there 2 years ago, freshman year,
Mhm.
and I would just be in the restaurants that are outside, and they'd let the promo people walk into the restaurant up to tables,
Yeah,
trying to sell you stuff. Like it's a trap for tourists.
yeah. But I guess you gotta think of it like that's their hustle though. Like they know it's like time to get it.
Yeah,
So
that's how they get by, I guess.
yeah, but I mean that's it for us.
Let me see how long we've been recording.
Yeah, that was good. We're chopping it up.
26 minutes.
Ain't
It's
bad.
okay. It'll be